Hello and thank you for joining us on our live news. I am Elizabeth Mutfwan. The headline: President Muhammadu Buhari breaks silence on approval of new Naira notes. On national security, PDP's Olobodion slams Buhari over response to terror threats. On the foreign scene, Russia rains missiles on Kiev and other cities after pulling out of grain deal. And in sports, Nigeria's Flamingos win bronze after dramatic victory over Germany.
Alive TV.
And now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has finally broken his silence about the approval of the new Naira note that has caused controversies between the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning. According to Buhari, the CBN had his backing on the decision to introduce new Naira notes, adding that he approved the policy because he was sure it is in the national interest. The media gathered that the president, in a statement by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, noted that the only people the policy will affect are those hiding illicit money, not people with legitimate businesses. Recall that the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning disclosed last Friday that she and her ministry were not consulted or had prior information about the redesigning of the 200, 500 and 1,000 Naira notes. The West African Examinations Council, WAEC, has assured that its recently launched digital certificate platform is secured and no hacker can access people's results. The council's head of the national office, Mr. Patrick Aragon, gave the assurance during an interactive session with newsmen in Lagos on Sunday, October 30th. According to him, contrary to the wrong perception of the platform in such quarters, it has been largely successful for persons who have provided the right information. While assuring that no amount of blackmail or fraud will stop the latest innovation, Aragon said the platform is a clear response to modern trends, the lifestyles of the teeming youth, and the technological age in general. It also assured that the platform is compliant with global best practices by ensuring that the data of candidates are protected securely and cannot be accessed by third parties without the consent of certificate owners. The spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council, Kola Olobodiyan, has slammed the response of the federal government to the terror threats in Abuja. Olobodiyan was reacting to the comments made by the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, on the terror alerts raised by the United States and other foreign countries. The media recalls that Mohammed had declared that the security situation in Nigeria is not as bad as some people are painting it to be, saying that there was no attempt to attack the nation's federal capital territory. He said such unguarded statements are capable of disrupting the peace and tranquility of Nigeria and urged foreign countries to always seek clarification on such important national issues. Mohammed advanced that the country is safer in recent times, while both the government and military authorities are not resting in their attempts to make things better. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has refused to obey the call to rearrange the 2023 general election timetable. The media reports that a civil society group identified as the Conference of Civil Society of Nigeria had requested the Commission to rearrange the 2023 general election order in its timetable. The Commission's National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye, however, disclosed that such a move was not acceptable to the electoral body. The civil society group had requested that the 2023 general election should commence with the governorship elections to avoid any disruption the presidential election might cause if conducted first, adding that it was very important for the timetable to be changed. On the foreign scene, blasts were heard in Kiev on Monday, and Ukrainian authorities reported Russian missile strikes around the country after Moscow blamed Kiev for an attack on its Black Sea fleet and pulled out of a deal to allow Ukrainian grain shipments. Russia and Ukraine are both among the world's biggest food exporters, and a Russian blockade of Ukrainian grain shipments caused a global food crisis earlier this year. Following Russia's announcement that would halt cooperation with grain exports, Chicago wheat futures jumped more than 5% on Monday. In sports news, the Nigeria Under-17 women's team have ended their campaign at the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in style After narrowly missing out on a place in the final match, the Flamingos on Sunday soared to a 3-2 penalty shootout victory over Germany to win the bronze medal. The Nigeria under-17 team surprisingly blew a 3-goal lead as the Germans extended the game into penalties, coming from 3-0 to make it 3-3. However, the Flamingos prevailed in the ensuing penalty kicks, winning it 3-2. The Nigerian girls showed they had learned from their mistakes both from Germany and Colombia, from whom they suffered defeat on different occasions. At a point in the game, the Flamingos enjoyed a 3-goal lead courtesy of goals from the trio of Opeyemi Ajakaye, Amina Bello and Etim Edidion. However, the Germans responded just when it was as if Nigeria were coasting home to victory. A goal each from Jellavelt and Paulina Bartz and a last-minute acrobatic kick from Laureen Bender ensured the Germans dragged the game into penalties, but it was the Nigerian girls that had the last laugh this time. And with that, we've come to the end of the news at this hour. But before we go, here is a recap of the headlines. President Muhammadu Buhari breaks silence on approval of new Naira notes. On national security, PDP's Olubodion slams Buhari over response to terror threats. On the foreign scene, Russia rains missiles on Kiev and other cities after pulling out of grain deal. And in sports, Nigeria's Flamingos win bronze after dramatic victory over Germany. Once again, I am Elizabeth Mutuang. Thank you for watching.
Alive TV.